January 6th will go down in history as the day the U.S. government staged a riot to cover up the fact that they certified a fraudulent election. That's right. The official January 6th narrative is collapsing. We now know that the Capitol grounds were completely infested with undercover FBI agents and informants, along with D.C. Metro Police, Department of Homeland Security, all dressed up like Trump supporters, many of them dressed up all in black, and they were encouraging people to go into the Capitol building. Antifa was also caught dressed up like Trump supporters that day. And we learned from court documents that the FBI infiltrated the Proud Boys, much like they did in the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. The government admitted that there were 8 FBI sources embedded with the Proud Boys on January 6th. And we've seen the video footage of the undercover D.C. Metro Police walking side by side with the Proud Boys into the Capitol building, playing the role as instigators.
The video that you're showing right now is something that has been out on Rumble. And I can tell you that from the information that we received from the Metropolitan Police Department, I can verify that this video is from a Metropolitan Police undercover officer. It appears that this officer is encouraging people to climb the scaffolding and go into the Capitol. It appears he's encouraging, he's definitely helping people climb the scaffolding, and he's telling them, go, go, go.
These guys were set up. Now they're in jail, held without bail, and many of them, like my good friend and war hero, Joe Biggs, going to prison for a very long time. Convicted for attempting to overthrow the United States of America. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. Tucker Carlson, right before he got fired by Fox News, he interviewed the D.C. police chief, Stephen Sund. And check this out. The D.C. police chief said he believes that January 6th was a cover-up. Let me say that again. The Capitol police chief says January 6th was a cover-up. You've probably never seen the interview because Fox News never aired it, and then Tucker Carlson got fired. But guess what? We've got the interview. It was smuggled out. Now, I want to warn you a little. It's kind of hard to watch because it gets a little choppy at times, but it's well worth the watch. I'm going to play the clip right now, and we're going to follow it up with Tucker Carlson and Russell Brand as they discuss the truth about January 6th, a highly coordinated federal operation.
I try to do what I can to get the truth out.
Yes.
You know, they didn't want me to testify on February 23rd at the Senate hearing. To be honest with you, I'm a little pissed off. Everything appears to be a cover-up.
It sounds like they were hiding the intelligence.
And that's what I'm getting at is, could there possibly be people that actually did something to happen and kind of wanted something to happen? It's not a far stretch to begin.
Well, I don't know what the other explanation is.
You know, it's sad when you start putting everything together and thinking about the way this played out. It gets concerning. What was their end goal? You look at what's happening. Was that their end goal? I don't know.
They immediately recoiled when you asked any questions about January 6th. And that was a tip-off to me. I mean, I had no thought in my head as I watched this happen on television and in the subsequent weeks that U.S. law enforcement or military agencies had anything to do with it. That never crossed my mind. I never thought that it was a false flag or anything like that. I'm not a conspiracist by temperament. I never thought that. And then I interviewed the chief of the Capitol Police, Stephen Sund, in an interview that was never aired on Fox, by the way. I was fired before it could air. I'm going to interview him again. But Stephen Sund was the totally non-political, worked for Nancy Pelosi. I mean, this was not some right-wing activist. He was the chief of the Capitol Police on January 6th. And he said, oh, yeah. That crowd was filled with federal agents. What? Yes. Well, he would know, of course, because he was in charge of security at the site.
So there you go. We have proof that there was numerous, perhaps hundreds of undercover federal agents on the ground pretending like they were Trump supporters, instigating the crowd and encouraging them to go into the Capitol.
We need to go into the Capitol. Into the Capitol. What? Fed.
Ray Epps is still being protected by the federal government and the Mockingbird media. No charges yet. The FBI and D.C. Metro Police admit that they infiltrated the Proud Boys, much like the feds were involved in the Governor Whitmer kidnapping plot. The Capitol Police Chief says January 6th was a cover-up, and the pipe bomber still remains at large. So January 6th was a staged riot coordinated with the corporate media so they could steal the election and give it to the Manchurian candidate, now communist dictator, Joe Biden. And if you think this tyrannical government will be finished after they convict J6 protesters, the Proud Boys, and then Donald Trump, think again. Because they're coming after everyone. Next, it'll be Owen Schroyer, Steve Bannon, then Alex Jones, perhaps even myself. All political opposition will be labeled as terrorists. They're coming after us, and then they're coming after you. Share this video with your family and friends right now at band.video.
I beg you to think about how important your word of mouth is, and you sharing the articles and sharing the videos and telling people, get the forbidden truth you're not supposed to find at Infowars.com/show, and getting products at InfowarsStore.com. We've got 3 amazing products in stock, ready to ship, sold out for almost 6 months. Vitamin Mineral Fusion, so incredible, so good for your whole body. A one-stop shop for everything you need for vitamins, minerals, and key amino acids for your immune system and more. Back in stock, discounted. Silver Bullet, 30 parts per million from the top lab in the country, private label by us. Discounted, InfowarsStore.com. Nitric Boost to clean out your blood and make you healthier. It's in stock. Rave reviews. Top doctors say it's amazing. InfowarsStore.com, and that keeps us on air. Thank you so much for your support. Spread the word, pray for the broadcast, and go now to InfowarsStore.com and get great products that keep the tip of the spear in the fight.